I accidentally hit record. I think I'm ready, kinda, sorta. All right, we've got a box. As you can see, inside that box may or may not be a pair of foam slides and or shoes. Obviously. Otherwise you wouldn't be here, huh? All right, that was an awkward opening. So hello, how are you today? Greetings, one and all, women and gentlemen, and other non-binary entities. So this is a model that is very quickly becoming unobtainable, which is why I finally picked it up. It's been requested for a while now. I didn't really like the color options they had on these. I ended up getting the Spice because it was the only one left on Amazon in my size. So this, as you can see, is the Mellow Luxe. Probably one of the more premium slides that Crocs has ever created. And this may or may not be the greatest pair of slides that we've shown on the channel thus far. Time will tell. But anyways, they only ever came out with like 4 colors of these. And I kind of I like this Spice. I like how it's like a clay color. I almost got the foam runners in this color. There was like a clay foam runner that I almost got them, but anyways, the atmosphere color was good too. But like I said, this was the only color in my size. So I figured I should probably get it before they're gone completely, because I don't know if Crocs is ever gonna re-release this model in other colors at all, or I don't know what their plans are with the Mellow Luxe moving forward. So I figured I should grab it while I can. So here we are, the much requested Mellow Luxe. So let's, real quick, I'm curious because these look a little small. I know the Mellow slides always kind of run big. So I did go down to the 11, and they look okay. They look okay. They're relative to the oranges. But see, dude, these oranges feel so hard compared to these. These have a little more softness to them. I think something happens with some of the pigments when they mix it, because these grays still feel a little softer. The Spice is relative. It's all relative, I guess. I don't know what it is about these oranges. They just feel firmer than the Elephant. But anyways, all right, let's go take a read, see what we can find online. Oh, there's a spider crawling in there. I don't know if he picked up on the camera. You saw him crawling. He's hiding now. He's hiding now. There he is. He's going up to the toes. What's up, little bro? What's up, spider bro? There's so many little spiders in this apartment because this house is so old. But I think he came from the box. But whatever. He will. There's many small spiders to mingle with. Let me go dispose of him to an extent. just out of my sight. Blow them behind the refrigerator. You can chill with all the other spiders in this old house. There's roaches in this place too. I'm not real excited about that. And I'm in Michigan. There shouldn't be roaches in Michigan, but I guess when you get into these ghetto houses, these old houses that have been chopped up into smaller apartments, it's over 100-year-old house. You apparently get roaches, but anyways, I'm way off topic. Blame it on the spider. The spider and the pre-workout. All right, let's go read. All right, I try not to kill bugs. I will kill roaches though. Roaches and mosquitoes. I just don't like killing. I'm big on karma and reincarnation and stuff. So, that spider might be me in another life. I don't want to kill me. Okay, so there's still, you can still find these, but the sizing is very limited. If you go on Amazon, they still have a lot available in smaller sizes. So if you have small footsies, you can probably still get them, but pretty much anything larger than a men's 9 is, there's one left in a 10, men's 10. And these do run big, so a size down, go down one size. So there's still some available, but there's not a lot. All right, they also have them on Zappos, but very limited sizing there too. So there might be, you might be able to find them on, I think there's still a few on eBay also. You can find a couple sellers on eBay that still have them, but not a lot left. So if you're looking at getting these, I would get them sooner than later because they might not be available later. All right, let's read it off of Zappos. Okay, get ready to recover with an ah. That's the feeling the Mellow collection brings to the mind and body. Kick back and relax in the most comfortable shoes yet, with a simple yet modern design. These aren't shoes. This mind-boosting silhouette creates a sense of bliss with an innovative blend of soft literide foam that lets your feet melt into the footbeds. Mellow out and let yourself recover from whatever the day brings in the Mellow collection. We recommend sizing down one full size. If you are an 8, size down to a 7. Overlapping molded upper with webbing strap, hook and loop closure, thermoplastic polyurethane pull tab. Fully molded with the most comfortable literide technology encompassing the entire shoe. It's not a shoe. Deep cupped footbeds offering sink-in comfort with a slow rebound for recovery. EVA lining and insole. Open toe. EVA outsole imported. Okay. That is all. I love me some literide. I love me some Mellow. Hopefully these are good. All right, that's all. This doesn't have to be long. Okay. So I'm a big fan of like the Luxe models. The Hoka Aura Luxe comes to mind. That's pretty premium. Whenever I get around to doing, we'll do a top 10 with the slides next instead of a top 5 because that ended up being like a top 7 anyways. So we'll do a top 10, but anyways, the Hoka Aura Luxe is totally in the top 10 even though I don't wear them. They're just really nice. The Luxe models are nice was my point, but it always takes me 20 other points to make 1 point, but blame it on the pre-workout. All right. Which that stuff is slowly destroying my digestive tract, but we won't get into that. Let's get into the Mellow Luxe. So, as they said in the description, or the write-up, the sales pitch, we've got a full literide creation here. And if you've watched my top 10 foams, you might know that I enjoy some literide. So, it's just your basic Mellow design with a whole lot of hook and loop. That's a pretty substantial hook and loop Velcro pad. A little sloppy with the glue there, but so it's kind of got your standard like stippling on the footbed that your other Mellow models have. Looks like we've got a very nice arch to it, some quality ergos, a little bit of a toe groove there. So that looks pretty nice. The ergos look nice. Oh yeah, we got some good arch there. Got our Crocs logo on the back. There's the scab, the injection point. There's your standard Mellow outsole. It's like that on the other slides and also on the mules. These mules were like the second or third Croc I ever got, and they were my favorite for a very long period of time. I still do enjoy these. These are still really nice, and now that it's getting colder, I can start wearing them again. Because they're a little sweaty. They don't have a whole lot of ventilation to them. But I like how minimal of a design these are. I just like the look of these. They're pretty sweet. You gotta love the Mellow. But yeah, that's what I was getting at. The outsole is the same. So these are a 12. These are a little, but they're okay. I don't think they're big on me. They feel all right. But I do notice that the, yeah, see, like the 12s aren't terrible with the clogs. They still fit. But the slides are big. The slides are big. So you do want to go down with the slides. But yeah, these are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I kind of like how this strap is designed and how the hook and loop kind of contours to that design. That's kind of nice. And then there's our pull tab. And there's a Velcro strap kind of glued on the top here too to help open and close your strap. But yeah, pretty simple, straightforward. There's our mold seam. There's a vertical also. That reminds me of the the Nitro Cats have those. I don't know where those Nitro Cats are at the moment. Oh, there they are. I see them. But the Nitro Cat has a lot of vertical lines, but I'm not going to grab them. That's fine. So yeah, I think that's everything in hand to look at. Let's throw them on feet. Oh, there's an insert too. There's like a rubber insert that the strap is kind of hooked into. I could see that being a weak point of the design, but you honestly don't even need to use that very much, and I'm sure that glue is probably pretty stable there too. So I think that's more of just an aesthetic thing than anything. I mean, it's functional, but that's all kind of aesthetic. Like, they could have made this design without even having this strap. It would just have been kind of a solid EVA strap on top. But this little canvas strip, I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's not entirely functional. The way it's designed, it looks like it's adjustable. You know, like you can adjust the pull of the canvas strap, but that's not even what's really opening. It's the full EVA strap itself. But anyways, they look okay. Yeah, I guess it does give them a little more of a visual separation from the standard slide. I think if they didn't do that canvas strap, they would have looked a lot like the regular slides, and then it would have been more difficult for them to justify the price hike if they looked like identical to the other ones. But all right, I'm rambling. Let's keep moving forward and get these labels off, and then we'll throw them on foot. All right, I'm wearing the Hollister Unforgettable. These are amazing. These are fantastic. It's gotten cold. We had some nice warm weather last week, and I was still like comfortable on the bike, and it got cold. This week it's in the 50s now, so I've been starting to wear my winter Crocs and stuff, and I was wearing those South Park Kennies, and then I was wearing my Unforgettables, and these are actually, these are very, very comfortable. They've got a nice padding on the, it's like a fabric insole on the footbed that's very squishy, and it just provides a little extra cushion on top of the cross light, which is a really meaty, it's a meaty Crocszilla. So I enjoy the thickness of the outsole on these, and I enjoy the softness of the insole on these, and the warmness. These are fantastic. If you're looking for like a good indoor winter footwear, I highly recommend these Unforgettables. These are fantastic if you can get them in your size. Anyways, let's get back to the Luxe. So initial slide-in impressions, they feel just like the regular Mellows. So if you can't get the Luxe, you can pretty much achieve the same thing with the regular Mellows. So I actually might even prefer the regulars over these. These aren't bad, but the regulars fit my feet fine. Like, I don't have any issue with the strap. I think when these first came out, their strap might have been a little tall, a little high, but I think they've since kind of redesigned it, and the strap is more fitting. At least to my feet, I have no issues with the strap on these. So I don't really need this adjustable thing with the adjustability with the strap on the Luxe. Like, it's just not entirely necessary for my feet personally. But I can see if you've got a little wider feet, a little girthier feet, you might benefit more from having the strap. But to me, it's not entirely necessary. But these Spice do feel slightly softer than these oranges. Like I was saying before, I think it's something about the pigment that they mix in with some of these colors that it changes the consistency of the foam just ever so slightly. But yeah, they're all good. These are all good. They're not as different as I was anticipating them to be from the regular slides. So maybe that's why they discontinued them and they stopped making them, is you're kind of getting the same thing with the regular slides. So I don't see the strap as being entirely necessary, and it actually I've got better clearance. I can tweak it a little bit, but yeah, just the way the front is on the toes there, like I'm just getting better clearance, like right here, than I am on these, even though it's tweakable. It's just like it's already preset to how I need it with the regular Mellows. So the strap's okay. It's just I don't entirely see the purpose or the need for it, just with my feet. So, but they're comfy, man. You can't go wrong with the literide footbed. They are comfy. But like I had mentioned in the foam video, something about the thickness. Let's start walking. The thickness of the Mellow Slide footbed in comparison to the thickness of like the InMotion literide insert. I've just something about the InMotion. I get a better squish and better consistency with that footbed than I do the Mellow slides. Like, these are, I don't know if they've reformulated it or if it's just something about the portion of the literide, but I get better compression with the InMotion literide than I do the Mellow literide. So in my personal analysis, when I was covering the top foams and stuff, talking about the literide, my conclusion was it was the thickness of the footbed. That once you get so thick with the footbed, it only compresses so much. So you're not gaining so much to say with like the additional amount of material, like because it's not able to compress as much than if it were like a thinner amount I don't know. That's the only conclusion I could come up with. It might be inaccurate. It might just be the way that they've got. I don't know. I don't want to get too off topic, but it's noticeable. Something with the InMotion. It's a little more squishy than the literide with the Mellows. So I was looking. I've been on this literide kick for a while now, but apparently at one point in time they had an InMotion slide, and those are already gone. I couldn't find any of them. I don't know how long they sold those for, but I could not find them. So I'll keep an eye out though. Let me focus on the actual product at hand for a moment. These are good. The footbed is good. The ergos are good on these. It's same ergos as the standard slide. Here, we'll get some down low footage. Same ergos as the regular Mellow slide. Honestly, the only thing, these might be a little shorter in length. They fit, so I would still say go down in size if you're looking at getting these, but they do look like just a touch shorter from heel to toe than these oranges, and I kind of noticed that when I had them up against each other. Yeah, I've got just a little more space in these oranges, like maybe like a 1/4 of an inch at the heel and also at the toe. I forgot what I was gonna say. My thoughts are very scattered today. But yeah, the ergos. I was just talking about the ergos. The ergos are very good on these, just like with the regular Mellows. They've got a decent arch, and just the contour of the footbed is very good. And then you've got the literide also, so there's good compression too. So these are very accommodating. I appreciate them. They're very comfy. Let's go down, get some down low footage. All right. So yeah, I don't really have any negatives about these. They're good, but I don't see them as like being that different from the regular Mellows. So I think that's kind of my main takeaway from these is you're kind of achieving the same thing with the regular Mellows as you are with the Luxe. Like there's really not much that separates the two other than the adjustability of the strap. So given the shortage of these online anymore, I don't see them as being entirely necessary. So if you're thinking about the Mellow, just get the regular Mellow slide and just size down. Like, I don't see the Luxe as being necessary. So unless you've got super girthy feet, but if you do, you can still tweak the strap on the regular Mellows. Just hit it with a hairdryer. I did a foam shoe workshop video where I resized the Mocs, the Light Blaze Mocs, and I also tried to resize the Adidas clogs, the 2.0 clogs. And you just use heat. EVA shrinks when you give it a little heat. So all you need to do, if you've got super girthy feet and the strap is too tight on the regular Mellow slides, just you can reference that foam shoe workshop video and watch how I did it, but just periodically, you know, hit the top, hit the strap with the hairdryer. Try to keep it focused just on that. If you need to, put some fabric or put like a towel or something underneath it to keep the heat off of the footbed so you don't shrink the rest of it. Try to just focus the heat on the strap, and it will soften up with a little bit of heat. And then just while it's still warm, just put your foot in it, and it will slowly stretch out the strap a little bit. And at that point, it'll stretch to fit, basically. And you can do the same thing in the opposite direction. If you need to shrink the strap some on your Mellows, if you just get the regular Mellow slides and the strap is too tall, it's too high, do the same thing. Just hit it with a hairdryer. When it softens, it will naturally shrink down. So, but do the same thing. let it soften up, put your foot in it, because it's going to want to shrink smaller than where it is, and then it'll just it'll shrink to fit at that point. So you can just custom fit your own Mellow Slide. That would be my recommendation if you're not able to get the Luxe. Just custom fit the regular slide. So, but these are good. That's why I had them in my top 5 vid, my top 5 slides. Like, you can't go wrong with the Mellow Slide. They're just they're really quality. So I don't know if I like the Luxe more than I do the regular, just because the regular fit me. So I don't necessarily need or see the need for the Luxe. And I like the orange better anyways. So these, the Luxe do feel a little softer, but it's not enough to make me want to wear them over the regular oranges. So, and that's I think just because of the pigment of the orange, like I had mentioned before. But yeah, I mean, just walking in them, they're pretty much identical. And the Luxe might even just feel softer because they're warmer, because I've had them on foot a little bit longer, but yeah, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same. But yeah, they're both good though, you know. So I think that's everything I have to say about these. I've got to go look at some vehicles today. So we will wrap this up. These are good, but I think my final conclusion is I don't see them as entirely necessary. Just the way that they're forming the regular Mellow Slide now, I think the regular Mellow Slide is fine. It's fine. I don't think the Luxe is necessary. It's still good though. But yeah, all right. All right, that's gonna do it for the Mellow Luxe. It's quality, it's good. I don't entirely see the need for them over the regular Mellow Slide, so maybe that's why they discontinued them. The regular Mellow Slide is fine. The Luxe is okay if you need a little more width to your strap, but like I had mentioned, I think you can just kind of custom fit it if you're not able to get the Luxe, or if you'd rather have one of the colors of the regular Mellow Slide, which is my situation. I'd rather wear these oranges than these spice ones, but they're both all good though. They're both quality. They're decent. So I really don't have any negatives to say about them. The Mellow Slide is a very solid design. It's using the it's using the literide foam, which is fantastic. It's got a good thickness to the midsole. It gives you kind of a little bit of an elevation. I've got like a good inch off the ground, I feel, when I'm wearing these. So they're good. They're very comfy. I have no negatives to say about them. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. If anything else comes to mind while I'm editing this footage, I'll make some notations or add an extra clip or two. But yeah, these are pretty straightforward. They're a very basic, well-designed slide. I think the Mellows are one of Crocs' stronger lines. I think the literide line, or just the InMotion line, is doing very well. But still, I think the Mellow, it's just a very simple design, simple line. I like the simplicity of the Mellow offerings. So it would be nice to see some more Mellow models in the future moving forward. But I think anything that they use the literide on is quality. It's good. So you can't go wrong with them. But yep, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts and comments below. If you have any requests, leave those below. If those requests are over $100, I might pass on them for the time being. I don't have a whole lot of money at the moment because I've had some good requests lately. The stand clogs, someone requested those, but they're $120. Gentleman emailed me about this slide from a skate shoe company that looked pretty quality, but that was $140 for a pair of slides, and I said no. And then I think there was something else that someone had requested recently, but it was really expensive. So I just can't, I can't swing the 100+ things at the moment. But maybe in the months to come, since the market is kind of drying up a little bit, like it's getting into the off season. So there'll be a lot of sales going on, but there might not be a lot of options to continue feeding the channel. So at that point, I could probably swing a little more for a single purchase instead of doing multiples of lesser cost items. I could probably, you know, pick up one of those to like fill the gap of what would be two. But yeah, so all right. We'll see ya. Thanks.